If you want to understand and even manage your hair loss, you need to educate yourself about it. It can be hard to deal with hair loss. The following tips will help you cope and educate you about possible options. Adequate amounts of vitamin C are pivotal in reducing the risk of hair loss. Collagen production is increased with the addition of vitamin C. Collagen plays an important role in the health and longevity of your hair. If you have a vitamin C deficiency, consider adding citrus fruit to your diet, or even fortified candies. A home hair loss remedy that may work for you is water boiled with potatoes and rosemary. To make this hair rinse, put rosemary and potatoes into a pot of water. Boil the potatoes and rosemary together and wait for the mixture to cool before putting it in your hair. Don't brush your wet hair. Air dry your hair or use a towel that is not harsh before brushing. Hair follicles are weaker when they are wet, making them very susceptible to damage. When you brush wet hair, you can speed up the rate of your hair loss. If you are scheduled for chemotherapy, cut your hair or shave your head beforehand. This can have an empowering effect, as it will give you some sense of control in an otherwise helpless situation. Watch your iodine and soy intake if you're preventing hair loss while on a vegan or vegetarian diet. Soy excess affects normal thyroid gland activity levels, causing imbalances within your body and affecting hair regrowth. Think about your particular hairdo when considering hair loss. Some practices that cause hair loss are styles such as barrettes, tight ponytails, or the use of other constricting devices. This type of hair loss is referred to as traction alopecia. More than half of all men will lose some of their hair after age 25, so it's something most men should be ready to face. DHT from testosterone can damage hair, so be proactive in reducing your risks for hair loss. You should eat a large amount of protein if you want to decrease your chances of losing your hair. Hair is actually made of protein. To get protein, consume red meat, eggs, fish and poultry. Beans and lentils are an alternative source of protein if you are not a fan of red meat. Eating foods rich in protein may slow down your hair loss significantly. A wig may help you deal with hair loss for the short term. Buy a wig before you lose all your hair, so you could match the color properly. When you purchase a wig beforehand, it will also help you feel prepared when all of your hair does fall out. If you have the sudden onset of unexplained hair loss, look at your stress levels. If you are experiencing an unusually high level of occupational or relationship stress, your hair may start falling out unexpectedly. The good news is that removing the stress will stop the hair loss. A lot of women with hair loss may find that their hormones are the cause of them losing hair. When your hormones are imbalanced, it can create a condition of hair loss. Hormone imbalances can be caused by something as simple as birth control pills. Hormone replacement therapy, HRT, can also be to blame. Monitoring your hormones must not be taken lightly if you are experiencing hair loss. Talk to a medical professional about the hair loss you're facing and how you can treat it. You should always seek the advice of a professional prior to any form of self-treatment. Your hair loss could be the result of an underlying condition, or it might be just a temporary loss attributed to something you are dealing with in life. A professional may have advice that can really be helpful. If you are losing your hair, it may be helpful to think back and identify the general time frame in which you first noticed the problem. Many people start to notice hair loss after they begin using a new product of some sort. Simply discontinuing the offending product might solve the problem. One way you can work to prevent hair loss is to avoid wearing certain types of hairstyles. If you wear your hair in a ponytail, it can cause hair loss. Braids, cornrows and buns can also lead to hair loss because you are pulling tightly on your hair. Make your own hair loss treatment using lime juice and coconut oil. To get the best results, apply this mixture on a daily basis. Massage this into your scalp every day. Massaging should occur in a round, circular motion for 10 minutes or so, before you shampoo. Hair loss will trigger emotions in a person that can often be negative. Now you have some tips to help you deal with hair loss, and you can live a happier life. Apply as much of this advice as you can in your life to see the greatest effect. For the most part, human beings have a history of problem solving. Once you have identified an issue, someone will be looking for a solution. In this article you will find some solutions to your problems you might not have thought of or known about. Analyze events in your life that may have contributed to your hair loss. Any medication or major life event in the last 3 months could be related to your hair loss. If you know what started your hair loss, then maybe you can stop the loss. One method that can engender hair growth and stop the loss of hair is scrubbing the scalp. Use a brush that has hard bristles that are spaced apart, and scrape the scalp vigorously. Do not do enough to cause pain, but do as much as you can without hurting yourself. The message will bring nutrient-rich blood flow to the hair follicles. Make a paste of fenugreek seeds which have been soaking in water for a while. You should first apply an oil like coconut oil to your hair. Then apply the paste of fenugreek seeds. Leave this on your hair for approximately 1 hour before washing it out. Do this daily for a month. Doing this can help you prevent losing hair. Meditating can help you to relax and, by reducing stress, help stop excessive hair loss. One of the adverse impacts of stress is poor circulation in your scalp, and this can be associated with hair loss. Meditation can relax your body and improve your scalp's health. If you cannot go without dyeing your hair, go to a salon and have it done by a professional. Have hairdressers use foil instead of a bleaching cap. The dye chemicals should not come in contact with the scalp, as they will cause damage to the scalp and follicles, raising the risk of hair loss. Make sure that you have enough protein in your diet. Deficiency of protein is often a leading cause of loss of hair, so if you notice that you don't eat very much protein, that needs to change now. Some men and women can be confused about how to wash their hair and scalp after losing quite a bit of hair. As long as you have more than just stubble on top, it is essential that you continue using shampoo instead of switching over to soap. Get familiar with your type of hair, and wash your hair with a shampoo specifically formulated for your type of hair. If you have a regular stylist, they can tell you what your hair type is. Rinse hair thoroughly after shampooing so buildup doesn't occur. If you do this 1 time a day, it can help your hair grow back. Apply a small amount to your scalp, and massage the area until the saw palmetto is absorbed. The styles you wear your hair in can lead to hair loss. Be sure not to use rubber bands on your hair or pull your hair back tightly. Shampoo and other hair products may also be damaging your hair, even if not as much as they used to. If you pull your hair into a tight ponytail, it can damage hair and the follicles. Massaging your scalp on a daily basis can increase the amount of blood flow to hair roots. By increasing the blood flow, you will stimulate hair growth, because hair follicles need blood to survive. Massage your scalp in the morning, immediately after you wake up, or at night, right before bedtime. To increase blood flow to the scalp and prevent the loss of hair, add some spice to your diet. The capsicum contained in cayenne pepper makes the hair follicles stronger, and stimulates hair growth. Vitamin A is found in cayenne pepper, and it is a great spice to boost overall health as well as lessening the potential for hair loss. Keep hair treatments from dripping onto clothes, towels or bed sheets, as it can damage the fabric. Make sure your hair is completely dry before permitting it to touch fabrics that might be ruined. Brushing your hair when it's wet is not advisable. Wet hair is susceptible to damage. Brush your hair once it is dry to avoid damaging it. Brushing wet hair causes damage to your hair by making it frizzy and split, or it can completely pull it out. A bit more vitamin C added to your diet can be beneficial, if you have hair loss. Vitamin C facilitates the flow of blood to the scalp, while maintaining the capillaries that carry blood to hair follicles. Your hair will be able to regrow faster as more blood circulates at your scalp. One big problem with hair loss treatments is that no technique is going to do the trick for all people, hair types, or reasons for hair loss. You will end up finding something that works efficiently for you by trying different methods. Just be sure to use this knowledge to your benefit. Losing your hair is traumatic at any age. Wigs, surgery, liquids, pills, all of these things are probably on your mind when you have less hair on your head. Some options are even quite simple, and available at a very low cost, so they are certainly worth considering. Losing hair does not always mean permanent loss either. This article is filled with hair loss tips to help you out. Most people start losing their hair sometimes in their 20s. Make peace with any loss of hair that you are undergoing. It can give you a look of maturity that people find attractive and respect. Figuring out when hair loss started can help someone figure out the cause. In some cases, hair loss may be associated with a specific hair care product, including alcohol-based gel or leave-in treatment. Stopping use of the source product could actually solve the hair loss, but without paying attention, it could continue to worsen without ever knowing the real cause. For men and even the occasional woman who have experienced a great deal of hair loss, there can often be confusion about how to clean the head. The simple answer is that you continue to use shampoo to wash your head while you have anything more than stubble. Ingesting spicier foods will boost overall circulation and protect your hair. For instance, you can find capsicum in cayenne pepper, which should make your hair follicles stronger. You can also use cayenne pepper as a source for vitamin A. This vitamin helps reduce problem hair risks, as well as being an important nutrient for your body. Embrace your male pattern baldness. If you're comfortable with yourself and self-confident, people will barely notice how bald you are. Living a stress-free life will help you prevent hair loss. It has been found that stress is a major contributor to the loss of hair. It is possible that your hair loss will continue if stress is not managed correctly. Figure out how to handle stress. If you apply this extract to your scalp at least 1 time per day, it will help produce regrowth of your hair. Simply apply a couple drops and rub it into your scalp. Try massaging your scalp as much as you can to stimulate nerves and circulation. Massage of the scalp has been found to be quite effective in stimulating better hair growth, because this facilitates the release of stress or tension that could be causing premature hair loss. You can try this every day without any risk at all. Maintain plenty of protein in your diet to slow hair loss. Meat, nuts and eggs are all high in protein. This ensures that your hair receives its own form of protein, known as keratin. The more keratin your body produces, the stronger your hair gets. Your hair will stop falling out when you have ample keratin in your system. You can help treat hair loss by meditating. The blood vessels in your scalp get constricted when you are stressed, and this makes your hair fall out. Increased blood flow to the scalp is what you should aim for, and meditation can actually help you to achieve this. If you're worried that your hair starts getting thinner, consider buying products that you could use on it. If you love using sticky products, like gels on your hair, you must remember to wash them off before going to bed. Products like these can cause clogged pores, and this may cause hair loss. Mix coconut oil with lime juice to stop and reverse hair loss. You can apply this daily for the best results. You need to massage this into the scalp daily. Massage it in for approximately 10 minutes using a circular motion, and do this prior to shampooing the hair. Consider trying blackstrap molasses as a natural treatment. Take 2 teaspoons in the morning, and you will have increased energy throughout the day and will help your hair grow fuller and thicker. This may be hard to consume. As a result, try it in your peanut butter or coffee for a better taste. If you are feeling sad about some of the hair loss you are experiencing, then it can really help to start thinking about the benefits of not having hair. One of the absolute greatest aspects of this problem is that you will never again have to worry about styling your hair. As mentioned previously, no one enjoys losing their hair. There are, however, things you can do to accept what is happening, if you are willing to follow the tips laid out in this article. Losing your hair can be reversible. This might be true with your case too. Needless to say, apply the advice from this article that fits your individual needs. With luck, you may find that the solution to your problem is an easy one.